question number 15 is asking us to find a linear regression of the data that it gives you. I did this all in the calculator. I'd like for you to learn how to do this. It's going to make your life 100 times easier. So what you're going to want to do, I don't have it in this picture, but listen to my voice. Press Stat on your calculator and then press Edit. And it's going to bring you to these lists here, okay? So what you need to do when you're at these lists are enter in. Look at these. This is my X here from the table. But instead of having years, I started off with the first year was 0, the y-intercept, and then 1 year after that, 2 years after that, 3 years after that. In my list, and I started with list L2, you need to be careful which one you're in. It doesn't have to be L2, that's just the one that I'm in right now. But you need to make note of which list you are in. So this is L2. This is where my X values are. And then right next to it are my Y values in L3. So the first year is 0.8952, and see how these match up right here? The first year, the 0 year, the first year, the second year, and the third year. Be very careful. If you accidentally put like if you accidentally put 4 down here, like you hit, and then you didn't put anything here, it will not let you do the rest of this. It'll arrow it out. So pause for a moment, put this data into your calculator, and remember which lists you're using here. While you do that, I'm going to delete this stuff and delete this picture, because the next picture is what we're going to do next. So you're going to go back into Stat, so hit Stat, and instead of doing Edit, you're going to do Calc, okay, right next to it. So you're going to hit Calc, and then you're going to go down to, it may be different for different calculators, but you should have something that says linear regression. This is exactly what it's asking you on the question on the test. So hit linear regression. Then what you're going to see is this screen. So it'll take you back to your regular screen, but it will have linear regression, AX plus B. Remember, this is linear, so but instead of M, it has A. Yours may be a different letter on your calculator. Be careful. You see the letter next to the X, that's your slope, and the other one is your y-intercept, okay? And then you have to type in the lists you use. Wherever you put the X values, that's going to be the first one you do. So I had mine in L2, so I did second button and then the 2 button. Then you have to put in this comma, and then I did second and list 3 because those are the ones I used. In the newer calculators, I think it takes you to a different screen where you put this in, but you still have to put in which lists you put your numbers in. Alright, so do all of this, and then you hit enter and it brings you to this screen. So you may not have the R stuff is correlation. This is all statistical stuff. We're not working with that right now, but the higher the correlation is, the closer it is to 1 means the closer to an actual linear relationship it is, which this is really close to a perfect linear relationship. My A is my slope, and that's 0.12325. My B is my y-intercept, and that's 0.86925. So I'm going to write it here as y equals, right here I have it, y equals, and then my slope with my x, right, don't forget to put your x, plus my y-intercept, right? So x is years, y is dollars.